outputs inside of our solution, so you can easily deposit some money and withdraw like any amount without any restrictions. So basically how it works, we have three basic features. It's just deposit. It's like you can send any transactions inside this pool, and you can easily withdraw these transactions from the pool. So the main features that like transactions fee, and also we support atomic swaps and multi-asset support. So there is one important point here. It's that we are not a mixer. We are not mixing cash. We are not about some caching solutions. We are more about general privacy, and we allow users to transfer any assets, especially non-fungible tokens, for example, to our solution. And it's much more general solution than just mixers. And like basically there are some basic principles why like the architecture of the solution actually is pretty simple, and there are some multiple use cases for general privacy. You can actually use private solutions not only to mix your cash, or for example, you can actually use it for example, your crypto kitchens if you want to make some big trades without showing anyone that you make a trade for a private blockchain. You can, for example, use it to pay for some adult content and don't be tracked on the main chain by everyone. And also you can use it in business, some business cases. For example, if you don't want your competitor to track your transactions like on the main chain. So our team have realized multiple projects on Ethereum. Our team implemented wallet that have more than 100,000 users on Ethereum right now. We have some researchers who write more than 5 articles on other research with some attention. And also our team have visited and we are mentioned on multiple Ethereum hackathons and multiple contests. So we started our project a couple of months ago on Ethereum Boston, where we won first nomination. We just implemented just simple transactions with CLI. After we continued because we get a grant from Consensus, and after that we just made a small public demo on Ethereum Denver, and right now we are actually happy to announce our first beta on the mainnet and our first beta on the testnet. So actually it's pretty simple architecture. It works pretty the same as any anonymous solution on Ethereum. We just have user, we have a layer, and we have a smart contract. And usually you communicate with your layer. You don't communicate with smart contract, and you execute all transactions through the layer. And only in some extreme cases, when you, for example, need to withdraw some funds and your layer doesn't work, you can directly use Zeropool. And also you use the connections with Zeropool directly if you make a deposit, firstly. So actually, there are some basic features which are really important in our solution. Firstly, it's UTXO. Actually, we use UTXO model inside transactions in pool. And the main feature is that even for you, your transaction graph is not trackable. So you can't build transaction graph for any transactions. You actually have information only about your outputs, but they also are hashed. So you have information about your hashed outputs there. And that's it. Another feature is that actually there is a big problem that it's impossible to send transaction from just a basic Ethereum account without any money. So it's like an empty accounts problem. And because of that, it's very hard to have some anonymity without your layers. So basically, we have a small solution. Currently, we use sidechain for simplicity, and later we will have everything on the main chain, only like on Ethereum. And basically, it works like this. You firstly need to pay for gas, and to be sure that nobody will track your transactions on the main chain, we use the layer on multiple chains. And we have actually multiple versions of Zeropool. One of them is on Ethereum, and one of them is on sidechain. And each time when you pay for gas, we burn some transaction that burn some UTXO that proves that you paid for your gas on the layer. It's like a bit more easier solution for the testnet for us, and soon we will use only Ethereum mainnet and Ethereum layers infrastructure. If you are talking about optimistic rollup, actually we implemented a solution that using optimistic rollup, and one of the main problems with optimistic rollup is that actually you need to search proofs. You need to have something like Watchtower on the chain. You need to search for some frauds on each block of your solution, and actually we use optimistic rollup for 3 basic things. We use optimistic rollup for Merkle tree. we use optimistic rollups to see some fraud on snark proof. And we also use optimistic rollup to see that we have some double spends. And actually, it's pretty common that any anonymous solution that we have in Ethereum, we also need to scan all the blocks on the blockchain, because we need to decrypt all of them and try to see our balances there. So actually, we can easily combine all these approaches, and we have a very cheap solution. We can easily add optimistic rollup without any trade-offs for us. So basically, we use this advantage of optimistic rollup for us as like a feature. And because of that, actually, we have very small transaction fee for like per one transaction. It depends on transaction, but usually it's like up to 40,000 gas. And also we have very small proof sizes. We have 188 bytes proofs with growth 16. So some other features of Zeropool is that we support multiple assets, and we have common anonymity set for all of them. So we don't need to generate separate anonymity sets for each asset that we have on Zeropool, and because of that, the privacy is much more higher than on the just basic mixer solution. Now, another feature that we have, actually, we are planning right now to support hardware wallets, so you can send very high transactions using only hardware wallets like Trezor or like something else. We're using ECFRF for that. Actually, it's like a digital signature, so you can actually, it's unique for each output, so we can actually use it. We already make a small PR to Circom library. Actually, we use Circom for now for our snarks. So I think that we will have support of ECVRF and hardware wallets on like latest production in a couple of months. What we have right now, actually, we have a beta. We have Ethereum and ERC20 support, and also we have a browser application, so you can test it on your laptop right now. And we have implemented atomic swaps on the protocol level, and it will be implemented on user interface soon also. We are planning to release our version with decentralized relay support, with hardware wallet support, and also with audit and trusted setup. And some like basic features that we also want to implement, we want to use ZK rollup. I think we will use Starks and Snarks for that, but for now, it's not production ready. We don't see any ZK rollup that is ready for that. And we will be happy to bring ZK rollup for our solution instead of optimistic when it will be available on production. And actually, you can try a better version of Zeropool just by scanning this link. Also, you can actually open like our website. It's zeropool.network. We also have some additional information there. And also, I want to ask you to, like, if you're interested in our solution, you can just join us in Twitter and just follow us with our updates. It's like just basic interface what we have there. Actually, you have like one main wallet inside Zeropool, and you need to connect your wallet, like MetaMask wallet, for example, to this solution. So when you deposit or withdraw funds, you use MetaMask, and soon we will add support of other wallets using our SDK. So thank you very much for your time, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions.
Who created those nice V illustrations?
Sorry?
Who created those nice V illustrations?
Actually, it's stickers and Telegram, as they're just open sourced. So we decided to take it.
How's your secure setup?
Security setup?
The secure setup for zero knowledge.
You mean what we use for snarks?
Yeah.
We use Circom library and Growth 16. Also, we actually, that's it.
No more question?
So thank you very much.